There was a building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
Should probably ask him about it then. Might know what happened. Ooh, thing. Multiple traces of various wheels and carts. Potentially of the correct length and size.
Traces. Let's take a closer look.
Measuring?
The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet.
Okay, this blows the minds out, doesn't it?
The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials. The traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake were from the same vehicle.
Indeed. We'll have to ask about that. Okay, there was a disassembled warehouse near Evesham and deep traces left by a large truck with a base of around 6'7", most likely used for transporting materials, which would have not been, would have not been this device. So, we know that it wasn't the Caracal company. Need to ask you about it. Hooray! The warehouse over there, why was it disassembled?
It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station, and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few 100 feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. Why would anyone want to?
See you later, my good man.
Okay, so they might have been used for something. They be connected? Yes, so. Road into the mines. Someone stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the railway into the mines. The train is sealed underneath the collapsed mines. The Chilean stole the prototype. I think that's what we're going with. It's been my thought for a while. I think it makes sense. So we're going to go with that. The Chileans stole the prototype and sealed the train underneath the collapsed mine to hide their crime. Blind justice. The Chileans stole Robinson's prototype for financial gain. Who knows what they might do next? Contacted Lestrade and allowed the police to perform their loud and swift justice even at the risk of international conflict. Oh. Political game. A criminal organisation such as this cannot be confronted directly. It requires a delicate approach. Give Mycroft the chance to resolve the conflict, even though it might be protracted and turned to his own advantage. In my head, I don't really... This is where I've got to get into the mindset of, I think the game's character is going to be different to... The game's Mycroft is going to be different to what I understand of the book's Mycroft. But I still think it's the political... Do we just go, they broke the law, so we should do something about them? Or do we do... they broke the law? I'm trying to think how Holmes would have acted in the books, and I can't think of it. He didn't have many. I don't think he had many. There weren't many. I think most of the criminals in Holmes were British, so this is difficult for me. But I think he's. Yeah, we're just gonna go blind justice. I think they stole. The Chileans stole Robinson's prototype for financial gain. Who knows what they might do next? Contact Lestrade and allow the police to perform their loud and swift justice, even at the risk of international conflict. Yes. We can open the casebook. Oh, I'm gonna dread looking at the results. I've not found any evidence to the contrary that it was the Chileans. Even though it's the first first thing we found. First connection.
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
Is this where we...
On the one hand, we have Mycroft and his
Oh.
tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble. But it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. Our other option is the local constabulary, and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force.
Oh,
It results
right.
in an international scandal. All the same, I think that I prefer the forces methods. It would be better to resolve the case quickly and efficiently, without any talk of politics.
Let us go home then.
Okay.
I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
Torn between the two of them. I'm regretting this, but I'm gonna do it. Ah, what? They didn't do it. I missed a clue somewhere. Yeah, I mean, it must have been a big clue that was hiding somewhere obvious. No. Okay, that was the decision I've come to. Yes, save file for this case will be removed. Press no if you'd like to select another moral choice. We could go back and have another look for this. I'll have another look round and see if we can find it. Yes. So we'll have another look and see if we can find this other piece of evidence, which apparently is probably still in Doncaster. Right. So, we know the Chileans didn't do it. Ah, that's the other possibility, is that this was used for the quarry. Which means it went through Chesterfield. Now, and that this was done for sabotage out of anger. The Chileans were left, I would say. Robinson's the victim. No grudge. This is the issue. Could have been sunk, though. Which forms, at this point, the train has been sunk in the flooded quarry, so we should investigate Doncaster, which we already knew. It's this Mexican fellow, isn't it? Somewhere there's the Mexican fellow. I am so horribly cheating. But I don't know where the Mexican is. This Mexican fellow. Which I think is... He must be somewhere around here. Otherwise, why point him out to us? Or I've missed some other clue in here. But I've gone through this area so many times. I must have missed something obvious. Right, what was the letter we found here? It's not there. No, it was after that. No.
This ashtray
Yes.
is full of ash and cigar stubs.
Yeah, he was here for so long.
This ash...
Yes.
Watson, it seems that both South American companies were involved in the purchase of the mine.
The man at Doncaster who fled our approach, he smokes Mexican cigars. Perhaps...
Yes, Watson. We should certainly speak with him.
Hello. So, because I didn't click on that precise part of the ashtray 3 times...
Please, sir, we would ask you not to leave. We have some questions.
Are you the police?
No, we are employed by the railway company.
Not
we
quite
are collecting
right.
witness statements about the train that disappeared last night.
Lo siento, I'm in a hurry.
Really? It seemed that you were waiting here for someone. Could you tell us if you were at the station last night?
No, I just arrived from South America.
A formidable journey, no doubt. Which country are you from?
Mexico.
De Chile.
What? Okay. So he's one of the Chileans. But he's smoking Mexican cigars. Not that that's necessary. Smart clothes, obviously one of the businessmen. Strong build. Ah. And the other fellows are missing. That's why you're here. And you're a fighter? But I thought you were Mexican.
Chile? But you are Mexican.
No, you are wrong. Why would you think I'm Mexican?
Oh, of course, right. The cigars are Mexican.
Because of your cigars.
Sí, cigarrillos. So what?
Those cigars are the Ricardo brand, from Mexico. It is quite impossible to find them anywhere but there.
Pero not your business.
And why are you here? What is your business?
I don't suppose that you are on vacation. What business brought you here?
I was to meet my fellow compañeros. Where did you arrive yesterday? They were on that damn train.
Only the Chileans
I
were on
will
the
stay
train.
here and hope that the authorities find them. Or their bodies. It's now my responsibility to repatriate them.
Who authorized you to do that?
The company I work for.
Could you tell me the name of the company?
It's not your concern.
And what is your name?
Enough questions. Buenas tardes.
Not a very friendly man.
Right.
And he is lying.
Right, does that give me the last bit? Okay, right. Okay. So because I didn't click on the right thing 3 times, he didn't pop up. I couldn't talk to him. It's what I wanted to do. I'm counting this as a half success. But the Mexicans are angry then. So we could see that. So the Mexicans organised the Chileans to stay on the train. That is why the controller removed all the passengers except for the Chileans. Yeah, the Mexicans drowned the Chileans. Right. So blind justice. Now, this is... From what he was saying, there is a chance that Lestrade and everyone else, because they'll be loud and aggressive, will... Not aggressive, but loud and swift, that they won't... I don't want to say do it properly, but they won't get everyone. And that's kind of why I'm leaning towards the political game aspect. I think the problem is... In the books, Mycroft would be a lot more thorough. And I think that Holmes would trust Mycroft more. The problem is, this is not the books, alas. But I think we'll just pretend it is. We'll go with the political game, I think. Well, we can see what it says and then go back if we want to. Confirm your moral choice. I had to click the thing 3 times. Plus, must have done it a few times before.
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have the local constabulary and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force. It could result in an international scandal. Our other option is Brother Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble, but it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. But I think I'd prefer to give Mycroft a chance. We should overlook our personal differences on this occasion.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
No, I did not say that we had finished here yet.
Well, all right. What did I miss?
Watson, we know that the Barcazas Company directors were drowned in the flooded quarry, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
Oh?
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't tell me we have to dive into the lake.
You may rest assured that I have a far better idea. We have only to use our corrupt Doncaster station master as bait. He will unwittingly trap our Mexican friend.
Of course, you already had a plan. I shall follow you, Holmes.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. May we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away, wait a minute. You've solved the case?
In a manner of speaking, can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
It pulled through, then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risk, but he will be held securely by the doctor and police officers. The gentleman carries some vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. The journalists will be here before you know it. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Sometime later. Mr. Martial Artist, I suppose. Or was that Watson with the revolver?
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
Hand immediately goes down to quick time event location. We're sad. Yes, we don't want to kill him. Yes, we know he's probably a murderer, but he should be tried. Sharpshooter, yeah, achievement.
Good shot, Watson. I always knew you were a talented marksman.
I didn't want another life lost in this case, Holmes.
Oh my god! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence. By the way, Watson, would you be so kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
Yes, but not in our sitting room, and not with you wearing a blindfold.
Reference back. Is there only one? I think it's only one adventure where he uses the revolver, though I might be incorrect. Which one is it? Oh, something to do with barrels. I can't remember. And I got it correct there. Yes, cheating. But I'd like to point out, I think I had, what was it, 2... I clicked on it a few times, nothing came up, and then, yes, so I'm going to count that. I'm going to accept that decision. What? Stop looking at me like that. You're about to finish the case. The save files for this case will be removed. Press no if you'd like to select another moral choice. Press yes if you agree with the choice you have made and you are ready to start a new chapter. Yes. Commiserative. People who solved the case the same way, 66%, probably because they didn't cheat. I didn't cheat. People who made the same moral choice. Yeah, it's complicated, isn't it? I think the fact that the game asks you have to click on the ashtray, and then you have to click on the ashtray again, and then... Because I clicked on the ashtray, and I'm fairly sure he said that, oh, he was waiting here for a while, line. And then I had to go back to it again. And the fact that he completely disappears. Yeah, right. I'm counting that. The bloodbath. Okay, so this is going to be the next one. Hopefully you will forgive me for my slightly cheaty ways there. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.